Matilda did not join the rush to get out of the classroom. After the other children had all disappeared, she remained at the desk, quiet and thoughtful. She knew she had to tell somebody else about what had happened with the class. She couldn't possibly keep a gigantic cake like this bottle of plum cider. She needed just one person, one wise and sympathetic grown-up who could help her to understand the meaning of this extraordinary happening. Neither her mother had this brother would be of any use if they behaved their story, lived this story, and it was doubtful that would. They almost certainly failed to realize that was also a Sunday's event. It was that had taken place in the classroom that afternoon. On the spot of the moment, Matilda decided that one person she would like to confess it was Miss Honey. Matilda and Miss Honey were now the only two left in this classroom. Miss Honey had seated herself with others tables and their fleece through some papers. She looked up and said, "Well, Matilda, aren't you going inside with the others?" Matilda said, "Please, may I talk to you for a moment?" "Of course you may. What's troubling you?" "Somebody very peculiar has happened to me, Miss Honey." Miss Honey became instantly alert. Ever since the sisters' meeting she had asked recently about Matilda, the first was the headmistress and the second with the Raffles Mr. and Mrs. Woman. Miss Honey had been thinking a great deal about this child and wondering how she could help her. And now here was Matilda sitting in the classroom with her curiously this look on her face and asking if she could have a private talk. Miss Honey had never seen her looking so wide-eyed and peculiar before. "Yes, Matilda," she said, "tell me what has happened to you that is so peculiar." "Miss Rochford isn't going to expel me, is she?" Matilda asked. "Because it was me who put that creature in jugs of water. I promise you it wasn't." "I know it wasn't," Miss Honey said. "Am I going to be expelled?" "I think not, Miss Honey. The French mistress simply got a little of a studies, that's all." "Good," Matilda said. "But that isn't what I want to talk to you about." "What do you want to talk to me about, Matilda?" "I want to talk to you about the glass jar with the creature in it," Matilda said. "You saw it spilling all over Miss Transport, didn't you?" "I did indeed." "Well, Miss Honey, I didn't touch it. I never went near it." "No, you didn't," Miss Honey said. You heard me telling the headmistress that it couldn't possibly have been you." But it was me, Miss Honey," Matilda said. "That's exactly what I want to talk to you about." Miss Honey paused and looked carefully at the child. "I don't think I've got to follow you," she said. "I get so angry and being accused of something I had done that I made it happen." "You made what, Matilda?" "I made the glass tip bubble." "I still don't quite understand what you mean," Miss Honey said gently. "I didn't move my eyes," Matilda said. "I was staring at it and wishing it to tip, and then my eyes went all hot and funny, and some sort of flowers came out of them, and the glass jugs tumbled over." Miss Honey continued to look steadily at Matilda through her salesman's spectacles, and Matilda looked back at her jacket just as steadily. "I'm still not following you," Miss Honey said. "You mean you actually swallowed the glass tip over?" "Yes," Matilda said. "With my eyes." Miss Honey said was silent for a moment. She did not think Matilda was meaning to tell a lie. "You mean you were sitting while you were down and you told the class to stop loving and it did?" "Something like that, Miss Honey, yes." "If it did that, then it's just about the greatest miracle a person has ever performed since the time of Jesus." "I did it, Miss Honey. It is extraordinary that Miss Honey now often small children have light and fancy like this." She decided to put an end and it as gently as possible. Could you do it again? She asked unkindly. Do it again? She asked unkindly. I don't know, Matilda said, but I think I might be able to. Miss Honey pulled the now empty glass to the middle of the table. Should I put water in it? She asked, smiling a little. I don't think it matters, Matilda said. Very well, then go ahead and tip over. It may take some time. Take all your time you want. There, Miss Honey said. I'm in no hurry. Matilda, sitting in the second row with the bolsters face away from Miss Honey, put her elbows in the desk and cups facing the hands. This time she gave the orders right at the beginning. Tip glass tip, she ordered, but her lips didn't move and she made no sound. She simply shouted the words inside her head, and now she concentrated the whole of her mind that their brain and their will up into her eyes, and once again, but much more quickly than before, she felt her sister lusted trees together, and the power was beginning to surge, and the hotness was coming in the eyeballs, and the millions of tiny invisible arms with suns on them were shooting them towards the glass. Without making only sound at all, she had kept shouting inside her head for the glass to go over. She saw it wobble, and it turned. And it toppled right over and fell with a twinkle on the tabletop, not 12 inches from the Honey's full sun. Miss Honey's mouth dropped and opened and her eyes stretched so wide you could see the white ball around. She didn't say a word. She couldn't. The shock of seeing this miracle performed stuck her remember. She caved her this glass, leaning one away for it now, as though it makes me a dangerous thing. Then slowly she lifted her head and took a look at Matilda. She startled her with her Martina face, a squad of papers trembling all over, the eyes glazed, staring straight ahead and seeing nothing. Her whole face was transfigured. His eyes round and bright, and she was sitting there speechless, quite beautiful in a blaze of silence. Miss Honey waited, trembling a little herself, and watching the showers. She slowly sent herself back into the consciousness, and then suddenly flicked when her face into the slick of most serpent's frown. I'm all right, she said with a smile. I'm quite all right, Miss Honey, so don't be alarmed. You seem so far away, Miss Honey responded. I was flying past the stars and the stars was once, Matilda said. It was wonderful. Miss Honey was still gazing at the child, its absolute wonderment, as though she was the creations, the beginning of the world, the first morning. Went much quicker this time, Matilda said quietly. It's not possible, Miss Honey was gasping. I don't believe it, I simply don't believe it. She closed her eyes and kept them closed for a while, and then she opened them again. It seemed so she had gathered herself together. Would you like to come back and have tea at my cottage? She asked. Oh, I love to, Matilda said. Gather up your things, and I will meet you outside in a couple of minutes. You won't tell anyone about these things that I did, will you, Miss Honey? I wouldn't dream of it, Miss Honey said.